Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome.
Hot Six
Proudly presents a
Hot Six
production.
Hot Six.
You ain't ready yet. I make beats each and every day.
No matter the place, no matter the time.
But anyway, I thought y'all knew.
DJ Hot Six.
Don't stop.
When hip-hop culture was born in the early 70s on the inner city streets of New York City, its founders and pioneers had no idea that the art form that they created, hip-hop or rap, would transform itself into a multi-billion-dollar industry. Hip-hop culture emerged from being the music industry's unwanted stepchild to becoming one of the highest-grossing genres, sometimes outselling pop, R&B, and country. Hip-hop branched into other areas as well. Artists inadvertently popularized clothing items, not just by wearing them, but making specific references to clothing in the lyrics of their songs. Initially, deals were struck with such designers as Tommy Hilfiger and Calvin Klein. Realizing the financial impact that the hip-hop artists were having on these clothing lines, the artists began to embark on lines of their own. The fashion industry found its ranks spotted with hip-hop-inspired designer labels. Names such as FUBU, Fat Farm, Sean John, and Rocawear became as familiar with young people around the world as the clothing that hip-hop artists initially helped to popularize. Hip-hop artists not only found themselves endorsing designer fashions and athletic gear. Marketing executives from Coca-Cola were the first to officially launch an advertising campaign using rap artists to promote Sprite, one of their product lines. It helped to make Sprite one of Coca-Cola's leading product lines. Rap artists went from becoming product spokesmen to being the leading product themselves, from characters on television sitcoms to leading characters in major Hollywood films. As the corporate landscape of the music industry shifted, so did the focus of the lyrics of many rap songs. Early lyrics of hip-hop and rap songs reflected the environment that many of the artists emerged from. Songs that were once dominated with more socially conscious messages began to become more heavily laced with product references. And not all of these products were items that young audiences should be consumers of. In 1999, the Office of National Drug Control Policy released a report titled Substance Use in Popular Movies and Music. The report explored the possible link between the influence that media has on exposing young people to illicit drugs and alcohol and tobacco products. To show the relationship that music has in exposing young people to drug and alcohol-related messages, the report examined the lyrics from songs from various genres such as rock, country, R&B, hip-hop, rap, gospel, and pop. Songs released over a 2-year period were analyzed to determine if a particular song lyrics made references to drugs, alcohol, and tobacco products. The question was asked, did these songs promote the uses of these products? From the findings, hip-hop led the pack when it came to the genre of music which lyrics were dominated by drug and alcohol references. 63% of the rap songs contained references to illicit drugs and 47% contained references to alcohol. 75% of the songs released during this period contained references to either drugs or alcohol. The most startling revelation was that less than 10% of the songs contained messages which discussed the consequences of drug and alcohol consumption. Is hip-hop and rap music now being used to promote products of a different kind? To answer this question, one only has to examine the corporate landscape of the music industry. As hip-hop and rap music began to reinvigorate a souring music industry, media empires began to re-examine and reevaluate this newfound cash cow of their corporate conglomerates. It has been proven that the reference of a product in a rap song can lead to growth in retail sales for that product. To further this relationship, some corporations, to strengthen their bottom line, began acquiring music labels, such as in the case of the Seagram's acquisition of the Def Jam music label. Seagram's, which is more known for its lines of alcoholic beverages, acquired much of the Def Jam music entity from hip-hop mogul Russell Simmons when he decided to build other areas of his hip-hop empire. His Fat Farm designer brand is one of those areas. According to a 2003 Arbitron study, African Americans' national buying power was estimated at $337 billion. And with over 30 million teens spending an estimated $172 billion, it is plain to see that the purchasing power of a market share that is rooted in the hip-hop movement is a target for commerce of all kinds. Because of hip-hop music's mass appeal across race, gender, and age lines, it is a marketer's dream for cross-marketization of various consumer goods. CDs, clothes, shoes aren't the only products being pitched by current rap stars. Cars, phones, video games, movie soundtracks, even consumer products such as deodorant have used hip-hop images. Hip-hop magazines such as Vibe, XXL, and The Source are dominated by ads from fashion designers and alcoholic beverage companies. Because of the conspicuous consumption that occurs as a result of this constant exposure, the hip-hop audience has always been on the leading trend when it comes to making a statement when it comes to style. Corporate America and the international business community have realized this power of influence and have been cross-marketing these various areas for the past 2 decades, yielding very profitable results. Rap songs have become thus commercial jingles mentioning various goods, from what is the latest beverage to drink to what is the hottest fashion to be seen wearing. But the downside of all of this is that the artists themselves eventually pay a price for trying to live that affluent lifestyle that is the subject of many of their songs. Where will the new generation of artists lead millions around the globe who tend to hang on their every word? Only time will tell.